folks, so I am going to show you a couple of things in Audacity. This is going to be part of a series to help you do some work with the program. So first thing I'm going to do is go to Audacity, get it open here. Pops up, looks like little headphones with a sound wave in it. Great. Can I install this update? It might holler at me because this is not my personal machine, it's a work machine. So sometimes it'd be like that. Let's go actually to Audacity. Every once in a while, it's like, hey, you don't have permission to do this because this is not your machine. But it worked this time. So now that I'm done updating, let's go back, Audacity, open, here we go. Okay. So one of the first things that we're going to do is to set our latency. I'm going to unset it real quick and do that, really show you how I would do it when the latency is not right. When I say when the latency is not right, what I mean is when if I record something, if I record one track and then I try to record my voice or playing on top of that track, it's going to be out of sync. So let me show you an example. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and generate a rhythm track. And we're just going to keep what I had before. I had 84 beats per minute, 12 bars worth of it. We're just going to make that same rhythm track. Here it is. I'm going to play it. Great. Now, when I say latency and things are going to be weird and like they're not going to work out is because I'm going to add a new track. So if I were about to record my own audio over top of this, it would be slightly out of sync. Let me show you why. All right, that's plenty for that. I'm going to play it back and we're going to hear like little ticky-talkies probably. Let's see. Hear how those don't really sound great to get to tick to talk to tick to talk to tick to talk. That's because the latency is off. So in order to fix the latency issues, what you're going to do is go up here to the little magnifying glass and we're going to zoom in. And what you're going to do is look at the difference between where the recorded track starts and where just about the onset of the tick from the original rhythm track is. Now, what you're like, okay, what does this selection tell us? And we're going to go down to this section where it says selection, and you're going to click on the little gear. What you're going to want to make sure is selected is start and length of selection, because what is normal on Audacity is this start and end, and all that does is tell you, like, you still have to do math here and say, oh, okay, the difference between 0.785 and 0.714 is this many. Instead, you could just use start and length. It does the math for you. It's 0.072 milliseconds. So, and it'll show you what it is, seconds and milliseconds. So now what I'm going to do is go and adjust the latency. So to do that, I'm going to go into the Audacity menu and go into Preferences. And when you go to Preferences, Audio Settings, you're going to scroll down. You have this buffer length, and then you have latency compensation. Now mine right now is set at -300 milliseconds. I only adjusted it a little bit. Yours will probably be off by a lot more if you've never done this before. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and add that 0.72 into this. Okay. Now I'm going to delete this track and just try again and see, well, how does this work? Let's do our little mono track here. And I'm going to go back to the beginning, and I'm going to zoom out to boop, 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 boop. Oh, maybe not that much. Okay, now I'm going to try it again and see whether I can get it to line up. Oh, foot. Silly thing. Go back to the beginning. There we go. Go back to the beginning. Clickety click click, and then record. Okay, now let's see whether we have got that a little more lined up. That sounds amazing. Now, if you like really want to check yourself, look at how tight that is. It is not really perceptible to our ears that there is that much of a difference between that. So that is how you set your latency in Audacity, meaning that when you play that first track or that click track, that what you sing or play on top of it in your next track is going to line up and not sound like it's out of sync. Okay.